Usher sat down with Forbes BLK. And of course, the journalist asked about how he sees Sean Combs, P. Diddy, now, since he's been incarcerated and found guilty of various felonies. And here is his response.
This might be a bit controversial, but in the same way, I think many people choose to look past the reality of what our country is, the standards that we now stand on. We can't ignore the reality of the history, but in many ways, I think certain people are prosecuted and maybe not recognized for the greatness they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen and how he's been, misrepresented. I'm not saying that every man is perfect. I'm not saying that all of us don't have flaws, but can't, with any sense of humanity, not recognize the valuable contributions that this man made for us as Black entrepreneurs, for us as businessmen, for us as people who transition culture and ideas into something that's tangible and becomes business. So many people benefited from what he created, and I acknowledge that, and that's why I see him as legacy.
I understand exactly what Usher is saying partially. Let me explain what I mean. There must be a nuanced approach to a person like Diddy. We can acknowledge Usher that he did a lot for hip hop culture, for Black entrepreneurs, for business in general. He built an empire, but you can also, in the same breath, acknowledge his illegal activities and nefarious behavior toward women and men throughout the years. And we're talking decades. You can do both. And you failed to do that. And that's why I'm upset. Because because Usher claims, well, in front of me, he didn't and blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Just because you weren't harmed, to dismiss the harm of many is just unconscionable. I can't believe he would even say that. This might be controversial. It's 100% controversial.
So it sounds like he was fed talking points. It sounds like they're trying to sway the public opinion. I know Diddy's trying really, really hard to get out of jail right now. And obviously him and Usher are friends, or maybe he has something on Usher. I don't know. But with everything that Usher has going on right now, first of all, when having the public fight with Justin Bieber, which I think had to do with Diddy.
I told you. I bet you anything it had to do with Diddy, because what was Justin Bieber doing at these Diddy parties? We don't know. These are all allegations. But why are you dragging a child to these Diddy parties when we all know what was happening at these parties?
I just don't see how this benefits Usher in any which way. He's going on a stadium tour. And how is this going to help him sell tickets?
He doesn't care. You know what? A lot of people won't care.
What if this is just who Usher is? Like, this is who he is, which is kind of disappointing because, and for him to say he doesn't know anything is like really shocking to me, because I think
we all saw the video.
But there's also literally lyrics from Diddy claiming that him and Usher are like brothers. So now all of a sudden you just weren't around for anything? That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
And we have talked about this, and I know you know what you just said. Amen, for sure. But there have been witnesses who said Usher and Neo were at that Prince party and they saw Diddy putting hands on Cassie, literally physically assaulting her. Nobody stepped in, not Usher, not Neo, and Prince had to step in, all 5'2" of him, with his security, of course, and removed Diddy from his party. So I'm just starting to think that maybe he just didn't care or thought it was okay. I don't know, but that was disappointing. And here, I can say this. I can still love Usher's music and say he's wrong. That's how you talk about a situation like this, Usher. You can say, I acknowledge Diddy. He is my friend, and I also condemn all the bad things he did.